Hello and welcome. Today I'll be showing you 3 easy steps to start crocheting. First thing you will need is a ball of yarn. Today I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in Iron Fleck. When you're starting out, it's great to use something that's not expensive. This ball, it's about $3 to $4. I got it at Michael's, and here, as you can see, it's acrylic. It's nice and thin, it's not too thick, it's easy to work with. It suggests a 5.5 millimeter hook, and you can find this in the back here. I'm using today a 6. You can feel free to use a 5.5 if you like. When you're starting out, I think it's best to use a larger hook. It's easier to see your stitches and whatnot, and it's just easier to hold. First things first, the slip knot. The slip knot is something you'll use for all your crochet projects to begin. So you're going to go like this. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of room. This will be called the tail. You wrap it around your finger like this. So you have like that. And then you just give a little pull here. You're going to slip it like this. So you have like a little thing like that. And then you go like that. So right now you have a loop with a knot. So like so. You're going to take your crochet hook, put it in the loop, pull on the tail piece like this, and tighten it like that. The most important thing in crocheting is your tension. You want to keep your tension the same in all of your stitching. So I go like this to keep it so that I have control over my material, and I keep a firm grip on my tail or body of work. So you're going to start by going like this. You're going to take your hook and pull it through the little knot hole you made. So now you have 2. You're going to keep doing that, pulling through, take it, pull through the loop. So you have a loop, you have string. Pull through, keeping the same tension, and then when your project starts getting longer, you can move the hand that was holding onto the tail a little higher to make sure that your chain doesn't spiral. You want to keep it like that. And also be careful, as I was mentioning, for the tension, because if you were to start going like this, all of a sudden your tension's different, your stitches will look different, and you don't want that. So just take that out. So again, holding it like this and keeping your hand firmly onto your project will make sure that you don't end up with a spirally foundation chain. So keep doing that until the work measures what you want for it to measure. Right now, or how many the project asking. Right now I'm just going to show you basically the simple way to do it. So I did about, let's just say 20. You can do as many as you need, but we're just going to practice in rectangular kind of motion. So here we are like this. So now that you've done the amount of chains you wanted, you need to go back on your work. So you're going to stick your hook into, you see this like spacing, it kind of like intertwines like this. You're going to stick it into right here, like this, to this loop. And you're going to pull it through. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to take the yarn and pull it through the 2 loops. So again, putting it through this hole right here, keeping a firm grip on your work, and as well tension between your fingers, like that. So inside. So this is your first row of single crochet. So again, through here, and pull through. Through here, and then pull through. Keep going until you get to the end of the chain. Alright, once you get to the end, you can just give a tug if you want on the tail to make it tighter. Once you get to the end, so your work is like this. You were just working in this direction. If you need to go back here to create the height of your project, so you're just going to actually take the work that you had and you're like this and turn it around as so. So now the side that was facing you before is now away from you, and the side that was away from you is now in your face. Okay, so now what you're going to do is make sure you don't miss any stitches. So get to the one closest to the hook and put it in and pull it through. Okay, and you can see here you have little V's that started to form. So before we worked on the foundation chain, we did 1 row of single crochet, and now what we're doing is we're going to do the second row of single crochet. So you can easily tell that there's these V's. So you want to put your full hook into the V's like this. See the V's here like this. So you're going to put it into the V like that. You're going to take the yarn and pull it through. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to pull through the yarn, pull through 2 loops. So now you have 1 loop. So you want to just keep going and doing that till the end, so we'll keep going. And when you're doing this, you always want to make sure you give yourself enough slack, so then that way the stitching is not too tight. If you start to change your tension, your project looks different. And also you want to make sure, this is one thing a lot of beginners will say, is that when they start crocheting, their project started at one height and it kind of goes into a triangle because they've lost stitches. To avoid that, just make sure that you've put your hook through every stitch. So do it slowly when you start off. So again, your work was like this. You're gonna flip your work over till the other side that wasn't facing you is now facing you. And that's what you're gonna keep doing all the way until you get to the desired length of your project. Now we're just practicing, so we're going to do about 5 rows. Again, in the V, pull through, pull through. Again, so now we've done 2 rows there. I'm going to flip my work again, remembering that the tension and keeping in my hands is important. You see this little motion? It's really important that it can slide nice and smooth in between your fingers. So you want to make sure you have enough slack, so your project doesn't look funny by the end. So again, do that again in the V's. We're going to do 5 rows. Alright, so after about 5 rows, it will look something like this. The fun thing about single crochet is, as you can see, there's nice and tight stitching, and there's kind of like a nice definition. It gives a really nice like look, you can see here. So this is how to single crochet, and this type of stitch, you'll use it a lot, and it gives a really nice unified tight look. And those are the beginning steps on learning how to crochet. It takes time and patience, so don't be stressed. If you enjoyed that video, please subscribe, comment below if you want to see me do other videos. Thank you very much. Keep toasty.